The Roman Catholic Church is the richest church in the world. The Pope has no private jet. Because some of you are preparing and praying and fasting so that you will soon buy a private jet as a man of God. Please go ahead and buy it. But listen.
May the Lord give you understanding.
It's a big day in our house. I grew up in that house. His father made me who I am today. I have a difficult childhood, but that will not be for today. But that difficulty was broken by his father. When he brought me into his house and I became part of the family, all his children were born, they were toddlers, small children in my hands. They grew up in my hands. I was like their elder brother or eldest brother in the house. So finding one of them coming to take microphone and ministry today, and I had moved on. And his father taught me how to preach. And I have moved on till I become who I am. So finding one of his children coming after him, coming after me, I am very, very excited. I'm happy. I'm a very emotional person. So I'm going to try to control myself so that I can make my speech. You see, it's interesting to me that he is coming at the time I am leaving. I'm retiring next year. So, with great eagerness and great enthusiasm, I'm able to come with passion to receive him as one who is just coming. But this also comes with a lot of burden. That ministry in our day, or ministry today, I want to say, is different from ministry in our day. And it's as if the church has lost her essence as a role model for the society. And that makes ministry very difficult. I shiver to ask him to come in. Because where he is going is where I am. So I know the place. This house was not like this before. This house had been broken and destroyed. This house had been broken into by thieves. This house, this present house. This house is about to collapse. And it is into that house he is entering. A house that is collapsing. And like Haggai asked, he said, who among you saw this house in its first building? And how does it look now? He is entering a house that is collapsing. And those of us who saw it collapsing and were walking out of it, we are putting our two hands on our head and say, hey. Restoring the ancient landmarks. I asked again and again, what do you say this meeting is all about and this ministry is all about? Mending me. That's to assume that there are things that are mendable. Certain damages are beyond mends. Restoring the ancient and the old landmarks. That presupposes that there has been a damage. And we are not going to be pretending about it. There's a damage. I'm a grandfather. There's a damage. A complaint was given to me by one of the leading churches in this country with me that I should handle. How do I handle it? A senior pastor up there impregnated a girl down there. And when the pregnancy was coming out, the pastor decided to eliminate the girl and the pregnancy to cover evidence. And he's still preaching on Sunday. He's also the one that buried the girl. He's also the one that helped the parents to organize the funeral. And across the board, in Ilorin, I had to intervene in a matter in which a reverend father snatched the wife of his member. Father. And things that are happening today, which in our olden days will not be there. You find a general overseer has divorced his wife. And he's still the general overseer. And the church is full every Sunday. As if we have no Bible. There are certain things we have just decided to look away from. And taking the risk of continuing to run the kingdom affairs like that, risk because we will soon get to a place where you will be turned back. Because it's there in the Bible that whoever cannot run his house cannot run the church. And you are running the church by force. So at the end of the day, it's your church. It's not Jesus' church. A lot of churches I see around, they are not Jesus' churches. It's the pastor's church. Is it not scary that the World Council of Churches released papers about the state of the Nigerian church? That out of the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 of them are Nigerians. But out of the 10 richest churches in the world, there's no Nigerian church there. Hey, get in control, sir. It's worrisome. It calls for concern. World Council of Churches. Out of the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 are Nigerians. And then, out of the 10 richest churches in the world, no Nigerian church is in the number. Restoring Haitian. Last week I was in Dublin. I was in Irish, Republic of Ireland. And I went to preach in a Roman Catholic university that was built about 200 years ago. The Roman Catholic Church is the richest church in the world. The Pope has no private jet. Whenever the Pope wants to travel, in January they make a list of his itinerary for the year. You are going to have to patiently listen to me and endure me. Because some of you are not going to be comfortable with some of the things I'm saying. Because some of you are preparing and praying and fasting so that you will soon buy a private jet as a man of God. Please go ahead and buy it. But listen, the richest church in the world is the Roman Catholic Church. I preached in a Roman Catholic university last week in Dublin. The Pope developed his itinerary for the year and give it to Alitalia, the Italian national carrier, that so month, the Pontiff and his entourage will be going to Philippines. They will be returning so date. Carry them. So month, the Pope and the cardinals, they're going to the Caribbean. Take them and bring them back. The Alitalia has the itinerary and they run it as an airline. And when you Pentecostals come up with some of the stuff and the brandishing and the financial recklessness that you have put the tithes and offerings of the people into, and also recklessness in the use of power, both spiritual and otherwise, the Roman Catholic people are laughing. I live in Ilorin, I live among Muslims and I walk among them. It's easier to convert a Muslim than to convert a Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic will be looking at you and laughing. In Dublin, where I was last week, St. Patrick is all over the town, signboards and so on and so forth. St. Patrick is a Roman Catholic priest, and he ordered all the snakes in the Republic of Ireland to gather, and they gathered. And he ordered all of them to crawl into the sea, and they did. The Republic of Ireland is the only country in the world today that has no snake. A man of God crawled them into the sea, and he's a Roman Catholic. Mommy and I were passing through Paris on Monday. And Mommy pointed to the wall and said, "See the picture of Father Dennis." Father Dennis. Father Dennis was a Roman Catholic clergyman. And he used to come to preach in a square in Paris, dressed in his cassock. And one man walked up to him and said, "Don't come here to preach again. We don't want to see you around here. Don't come and talk about Bible here." And Father Dennis would not hear. The last time Father Dennis preached in the square in Paris, the man arrived with a knife and was sitting to one side of the square and sharpening his knife while Father Dennis was preaching. The noise of the sharpener will attract Father Dennis so many times, so he takes a glance at him. And the man also take a glance and you will soon hear from me. And then he will be sharpening. And when he was done with the sharpening, he sharpened it so sharply, he didn't want to throw the knife twice. So he went to Father Dennis and told him, "We've told you not to come here to preach, you refuse." Wham! One swing. Father Dennis' head dropped down. And Father Dennis himself picked his head in his hands. And the head continued to preach. And the head was saying, "I have not finished talking." The man put his knife down and ran away. And Father Dennis carried his head in his hands and trekked for miles. And his head was still preaching in his hand. until blood finished in the body of Father Dennis and he collapsed and died with his head in his hand. You go to Paris today, you ask of the blood street. The blood street is that street where the blood of Father Dennis stained the whole road till he died. And where he died, the Roman Catholic people went and built a cathedral there and put a sculpture of Father Dennis in front of that cathedral with his head in his hands. So when you Pentecostals are talking about signs and wonders, miracles, the Roman Catholic people are laughing. And so much has been, and is that not the same Roman Catholic today that churning out millions of dollars to pacify abused members? This house is collapsing. And there is the need for God to raise people to address the body. Sometimes rehabilitation, restructuring, repairs can be very costly. To return us to a former state, to ask that the house be put in a rehabilitation, get workers to remove the roofing sheet that is leaking and put another one, strengthen the pillars, and so on and so forth. It's a great work. The kind of ministry that we're gathering around this morning is a great work. And I have wept and wept on this because there are more who are damaging it than those who are repairing it. Those who are damaging it have the social media to their advantage. They have money to their advantage. They have education to their advantage. They have seized the front lines of public news and media. Those who are repairing it don't have money. Those who are repairing it are conservative. Those who are repairing it are looked at as primitive. So the damage to the house of God, those who are repairing it, they are fewer than those who are damaging it. Those who are damaging it are doing it daily, day and night. And they are not stopping. To have this man volunteering to throw himself into the repair network is a very daring one. People in repair ministry are hated. People in repair ministry, they are hated. Because there are those who are benefiting from the spoilage. And they don't want to see repairers around.
Welcome back to this video. I believe you have been blessed. And also please do well to subscribe to this channel. And in case you want to make a comment, you can feel free to drop your comment on the comment section. And also let us know how this video has been a blessing to you. God bless you. Shalom. Keep enjoying the Apocalypse television, and we hope to see you again in our next video. God bless you. Shalom.
May the Lord give you understanding.